Hi you guys, hope you all are having a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and all the links are down below. So I'm going to do a quick London haul. I've actually picked up a few other makeup items from like Ulta and Sephora and Target and stuff in the past few months. I don't know if you want to see another big haul because I just uploaded my birthday haul because of all that nonsense that I talked about in my update video. But I'm not going to do that haul unless I hear about it. So I'm just going to do my London haul so I can show you the makeup items that I got in London. My aunt took me to London for a week, and I'll talk more about it in a future video, but I was so excited to grab makeup there that they have that you can't get here in the United States. So I did a lot of review hunting before I went because I can't return it now that I'm back in the US. So I'm just going to get started with the first place I went to, which was Boots, and I got the Collection Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Concealer. This is what it looks like. I heard good things about it. I got mine in Fair. It's a little bit light for me now. Because of the lights, I probably look a lot paler than I am, but I was just away at the beach for 8 days. I'm a couple shades darker. I've had to keep mixing foundation mixers to actually match my foundation, but I really like the concealer. I have to say this does cover majority of my dark circles, but not everything. But you do have to remember I have really bad under eye circles, dark circles. So if you do not have really blue hued under eye circles, this will work perfect for you. My only complaint is that the brush is a little bit rough. It's not bad, but when it scoops up the product really well. But after I use most of the product, it kind of hurts a little bit. But that's because I've almost used this up. This same thing happened with my NYX one, so I'm pretty used to it. But overall, I would give like this a 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 for the concealer, and it was like £3, so like $4 or $5 here. Next product I want to talk about, which I talked about in my favorites video, is my Kiko Milano Unlimited Foundation. I actually went to Kiko Milano in London, their specific store. They do have one in Florida, but it's all the way in Miami Beach. I do not feel like driving an hour and dealing with that traffic, so when I was in London on Oxford Street, it was just right over in the corner. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me pick something up. So I tried their Unlimited Foundation. I was very tedious to buy, I keep dropping this. I was very tedious to buy a foundation since I'm so picky with my foundations, as you guys probably know, because I can't return it. So I actually picked up the foundation, went home, they tested on my face, but it looked fine, but as I noticed throughout the day, it oxidized, and the next day when I put it on, it was way too dark. So I had to go back and actually exchange it to a lighter color, so this will be a great color for me around the fall winter time. It's a little bit too light for me now since I did go to the beach for 8 days. It was £14, and I think I got it on sale for £12. It's a little bit up there, not really drugstore price, but honestly, this is an amazing foundation. And another thing I picked up at Kiko, where is it? Is their long-lasting wet and dry eyeshadow in 208. Now, you're gonna probably like, I just have to show you how beautiful this is. I'm gonna zoom you in. Okay, do you see the gorgeousness of this? Do you see how gorgeous this eyeshadow is? It is amazing. And actually, I found out some cool information about it. So the information that I found about this is that this was actually sold out for almost a complete year, is what the lady was telling me. And there was only two more left in the store until the next restock. And I grabbed the second to last one. And she says this is like a dupe for like a MAC highlighter. So people use this as a highlighter all the time, which is what I went there for. I went there to buy one of their highlighters, and then I realized that people are using the eyeshadows as a highlighter that I keep seeing it all hyped up about when I was looking at reviews online. So this was on sale too for £4, which again is like $6, $7, and is just amazing. Okay, so I also went to Zoeva, and I got 2 brushes from them. And I went to, Selfridge and Company, some big mall that's like across the street from Harrods. And basically, I got the 104 Buffer Brush, which is a big, dense brush for foundation. I absolutely loved it, but I almost didn't buy it because it was £15, which makes it almost $24 my money. And I don't really spend money on expensive brushes because my Real Techniques and Morphe work just fine. I'm glad I did, though. I really do like this foundation brush. But the brush that I love the best is the, the 225 Luxe Eye Blender. Now, this is the best blending brush I ever have. It's better than my Morphe, Real Techniques, my Coastal Scents, my Sigma. Better than all blending brushes I've ever used. It's a little bit dirty. But this was, again, $2.25. If you have a Zoeva or you ever order online, get this blending brush. I have never seen an eyeshadow brush blend eyeshadow out so well in my entire life. So that was another thing I got. Then, what other store? So I went to Kiko, Boots, Zoeva. Oh, and then I went to Superdrug, which is where I got the rest of this stuff from. The rest of this makeup is sleek. I have 2 items that aren't. This is the Bourjois, or Bourgeois, however you say it, Paris. This is the blush in 34. I don't see the name of it. Like, I think it's a cream blush. I could be wrong, but this is the packaging, and it's a little magnetic one. And it's really, really, really cute. I'll swatch it. It's a cream blush, so it's a little bit sheer, but it smells so good. It smells like a cupcake with a little bit of fragrance, but you don't like smell it when it's put on your face, but it smells so good, and it's really has a lot of product in it. And because it's a cream blush, I notice it to sink into my skin and blend a lot easier without looking cakey or powdery, and it lasts all day, and it's also not so pigmented that you look like a clown. Most of these were actually sold out when I went there. And I was going to buy the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation, but honestly, everyone kept saying it was like medium coverage, and if people don't tell me it's full, it's not going to come up as medium. It's going to come up as light with my acne scars. So I did not pick it up. I also got this by, I think it's called I Love Makeup, or W7, and this is naked underneath, and it's furry with a heart, which I was like, this kind of seems like one of those cheap little kid packaging for makeup, but boy was I wrong. Let me start off with saying this is a gorgeous palette, and it is highly, highly pigmented, as you can see right here. The only complaint I have with this is when I originally picked it up, I tested it in store, because London has their drugstores together. I could test all drugstore makeup, where if you go in Target, most people open up the packaging because you can't test it. And honestly, when you're buying a foundation, you need to test it. So thank you, London, and all your London drugstores for having your makeup testable. So when I tested this eyeshadow palette, it was all matte. And I'm like, perfect, I need an all matte because I'm not a big matte junkie. I like shimmer, but I need some matte shades. So I went to pick this up because I thought it was all matte, and I was wrong. People had just swatched it so much that they looked matte. But there's an even amount of matte and shimmers in here, but the shimmers are amazing, and the mattes are the best. They are so creamy. So I'm actually glad I picked this up, even though the packaging's a little bit childish, I would say, but I actually think it's kind of cute, I'm not going to lie. So the rest of the stuff I have here is from Sleek. I talked about this specific one in my favorites video. This is the highlighting palette in Solstice, and this is the most gorgeous. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't pop all the way up, which is a little bit annoying, but this is the highlighting palette, and you get 4 shades. You have this nice purple shade, a gold shade, a yellow shade, and a cream champagne shade. So you have, for cool, neutral, and warm undertones, you also have a cream shade in here, and they are intense with their pigment. Let me give a swatch of the purple one. I'm running out of room here. It is crazy how shimmery this is. This is, I want to say, better than Becca's, I would almost say. It is so pigmented, and it doesn't look chalky, and it blends out really well, and people will stop and be like, whoa, 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 you are shining. That is how amazing this is. So I completely recommend this. The next couple of products I got, this one is a lip product. This is the Matte Me Ultra Smooth Matte Lip Cream. This one is in, where is it? Fired Up. Now this is a nice, I would say medium to dark red, but it's on a cool tone, so it will make your teeth look a little bit whiter. My complaint with this is not with the actual formula. It's just, it's a little bit so dark that when I'm really pale, it almost makes me look like a vampire, but needless to say, if you really like these colors, like if you are fair like I do and like reds, you'll be fine. But now that I'm a little bit tanner, it looks great, and it stays on for a very long time. I swatched it on the back of my hand in the store, and it took me 2 days for me to be able to wash that off. But anyway, I do recommend this, and they have amazing colors. And to finish this up, I have 2 last products. I have the Sleek Makeup Eye Divine palette, and I heard amazing things about it, and I kind of wish I picked up all of them. There is a little bit of like fallout you can see from over here, but basically these eyeshadows are amazing. I don't think I have a better eyeshadow palette than this. Eye Divine palette from Sleek is comparable to the Lorac Pro with pigment, and I highly recommend it. I'm going to do some reviews, but I just wanted to tell you that in this haul. And the last product I have to end this London haul is also by Sleek, and this is the Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette in Light 373. This is what it looks like. It has a nice contour shade, a highlight, and a blush. Basically, this highlight is one of the best highlights I have. It's comparable to like my Becca, the one in the palette I just showed you. It's amazing. The blush also has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it almost replicates the color of NARS's Orgasm, and I think it's amazing. It's just a little bit more shimmery than NARS's. So if you like matte blushes, this isn't for you, but honestly, this color is so beautiful, and it gives just a nice sheen to your cheekbones, and it's just gorgeous. And the contour shade I personally like, but it's not one of my favorites. I do like, it does contour very well. I just have an issue with contour shades coming up a little bit too cool toned on me, that they look like I'm wearing a beard, which is, this one is not too bad with that, but I notice if I apply too much, it looks a little bit too gray on me, but that's just like my own personal issue that I have with contour shades. So I do recommend it. Again, I would swatch the contour shades in store just because they do have different shades and I want to make sure it's great for you. But alone, the blush and highlight are worth picking up, which is very odd for a palette like this. Most people do not like the highlight shades in these palettes, and I think that's one of the best things about this. So that's it. This concludes my London haul. I hope you guys all have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, and again, everything will be down below.